Hello guys. So in this video we will start to see how can we create a feature dataset inside the geodatabase and how can we create feature classes, because in the next coming videos we will see how can we use this feature classes to use it in our map and to draw our features in the feature class. So first of all, we are going to create a new project and we will call it California. So in order to create a new project, open ArcGIS Pro and we will create a new project using the map template. And we will call this one California, and we will save it in our course data folder, and we will choose the advanced folder and say OK. And here we will create a new folder for this project and it will be called California. So once we click OK, there will be a new folder in our course data folder. We'll call it California. Inside of it we will have our new project, and also we will have a California geodatabase created for us. So let's click OK and see. So here we have our new project opened for us, and as you see here it's called California project, and we have one default map with default base map. So if we go to the folder location, you will see that this folder right here have been created by ArcGIS Pro. We didn't create this folder, and inside the folder you will see that you have your project APRX and you have a default toolbox for your project, and also you have a geodatabase for your project. So that means when we go back here and we open view, catalog view, and we go to our folder location, automatically when you open folder it connects your project or your catalog tree to your project folder. So here we have California and we have our geodatabase created for us. If you want to create a new geodatabase, you can do that by right click here and say new, and you can create a file geodatabase here. If we go inside our default file geodatabase, you will see that it's empty. And if we right click here, we can create a new feature dataset, a new feature class outside of a feature dataset. We can create a new table, a new view, a relationship class, a raster dataset, or mosaic dataset. And we will see each one of them in the coming videos. But right now we want to create feature classes inside a feature dataset. So we're going to create our feature dataset by click create feature dataset, and feature dataset is basically like a container for spatial data. So you create a feature dataset and you add inside of it any spatial feature classes, or for example datasets like geometric network or network analysis or parcel fabrics. You add it inside your feature dataset, and as you see right now, when we create our feature class, it tells us like where the output location is, and we will call it California DS dataset, and we choose the coordinate system from here. And when you apply a coordinate system for a feature dataset, any new feature classes or datasets created inside this feature dataset will automatically inherit this coordinate system from the feature dataset. So here we will choose WGS 1984, the projected system, and we will say OK, and we will click run to create our feature dataset. Now we have our feature dataset here when you double click on it. So as you see here, the feature dataset is empty. When we right click, you can see that you can create a feature class, relationship class, topology dataset, network dataset, or parcel fabric. In this video we will focus on creating feature classes, so we will create 4 feature classes. The first one will be a point type and we will call it cities. The second one will be line type and we will call it freeways. The third one will be a polygon and we will call it counties. The last one will be polygon and we will call it Orange County or OC cities. And we will use these feature classes in the coming videos to draw and digitize some areas in Southern California. So here we will create a feature class and we will call the first one cities, and we will give alias the same thing, type point, and no M value or Z value, and we click next. And when you click next, you have the option to add the fields or any fields you want to add for your feature class. So here we will add city name and type text, add another one, call it lat, type float, and here we will add long, type float as well. So we will save the city name value here, lat and long, we will save it in these fields right here. And we will click next. And here it asks you if you want to create a different coordinate system, but we have our coordinate system already selected based on the feature dataset, so we'll say next. And we will keep the tolerance the default, say next. Resolution default as well, next. And the configuration keyword default as well, and we will say finish. So now we have our first feature class created. So let's create the second feature class, new feature class. We'll call it freeways. And the alias is freeways as well. Type line. And next. We will add a field here called freeway name. Type text, and here we will add a length, so we can calculate the length for the freeways, and it will be type long integer. And we'll click next, next, and we finish, because we know the other things we will keep default. And the third feature class will be counties, and we will use this one to draw the counties of Southern California. It will be type polygon, and we click next. We add here county name, and it will be type text. Also, you can add an alias from here, and for the alias you can give your name a space, but for the name you cannot give spaces in the field name, but you can create spaces in the alias. And also here you can define the maximum length of this field, so you cannot add more than 255 characters in this text field. You can make it more or you can make it less, up to you. Here you can add default value, so every time you add a new feature, this field will have a default value inside of it. And allow nulls means that you cannot, if you make it no, that means like you cannot leave this field empty at all or null. It have to have some value inside of it. And we will add another one, we will call it area, and we will use this one to calculate the area for our features, and we can make it type double, and we say finish. The last feature class we will create, we will call it Orange County Cities. So let's create this one. It will be type polygon as well. And for the name, we will call it OC_cities. But for the alias, we will call it Orange County Cities. And we will see what is the difference between them when we add them to the map. Where is the name is going to show up and where the alias is going to show up. And it will be type polygon. I'll go next. Here I will add city name, and the alias will be city name, and add another field called area. It will be type double, and we will click finish. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we will see how can we view some raster data in catalog, and we will see how can we add all this data to our project in ArcGIS Pro. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.